want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. SGA from outside hits the three-point bomb. SGA's got 6 points.
If Gilgeous-Alexander gets into this kind of rhythm from deep, he is even more dangerous.
And that one drops.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Here's Holmgren. It's rebounded by New York. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. New York shooting their first foul shot of the night. And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, you might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Hartenstein on the offensive glass, always ready to collect and then finish off on those missed shots.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Outside, SGA. For the three. Williams' shot is off. The Knicks have gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Holmgren with the steal. That's good from Williams on the assist by Hartenstein.
Man, that's a lot of strength in there. Williams finding a way to get that to go.
Drives to the hoop, and he dunks it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 6, and it's good, 2 points.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Right now, let's take him.
Oh! That's as good as it gets. Woo!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Thunder with some changes. Jalen Williams comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And Wallace subbed in for George. Three-pointer. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the Spurs. Yes, that goes in.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Thunder trailing by 7. Here's Wallace. That's good, and SGA with the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And New York making a change. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. Number 5, the Knicks.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
And here we go. Fast break. Wallace has got it. Robinson with the block. Shoots the 3. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
1:46 left to play in the first. Deflects the pass. Bridges kicks to Towns. To the left wing. Puts up a deep 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. SGA's got 14 points.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
And the rejection by Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from deep. Another miss by SGA. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Fires the three, and he's good on the three ball. He's got 25.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes. The defense is just giving up a barrage. Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Good if it goes. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. In a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
We've got Josh Hart. Miles McBride out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Robinson, and it's Towns in at the 4-man position. They're the group New York will start the second with. Both teams deciding to change it up. Thunder trailing by 6. SGA with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Wow, what determination. Gilgeous-Alexander fighting through contact for the and one.
And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Well, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. Oklahoma City is not the biggest town, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, "Me personally, the market doesn't matter. I love the people in the organization and the people around me. And those are the things that matter. I go to work every single day with a smile on my face." Kevin, back to you.
Yep, a wonderful organization. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. The Thunder with another miss.
And they continue to control the glass.
From outside the arc. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And a record-setting season continues for them. Now up over 30 road wins.
And well, you're talking maybe only 15 times in the history of the NBA has a team cleared 30 road wins in a single season. And in that group, a lot of teams that went on to win the championship. I think a lot of people would say this team is the favorite to go all the way.
Now here's SGA. He had 35 points last game out.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here he goes, and he gets it to go. 33 points for him.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander driving. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Hits it from three-point range. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim is the one that you prefer watching.
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Miles McBride comes in for Bridges, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Robinson.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
But I tell you what, SGA is a bona fide superstar, having another huge night.
Bucket is good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Holmgren's got himself going there. Whoa! What a play!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
The Knicks leading by 7. Into the lane, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Lays it up off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Thunder have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Oklahoma City.
And the 3-ball has been in the game plan, and it's been working for them. Having that distance shot in the arsenal, very effective way to spread out the defense.
Bridges, he's checked in for New York. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Jalen Williams is checked in for Isaiah Joe. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get.
And again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. New York leading by 10. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Brunson kicks to Towns. Another bucket! Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. The Knicks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Thunder trailing by 13. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Again, Oklahoma City.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
and they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Off in time. And so it's the New York Knicks. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
You know, right now for the Thunder, you can think you know your team, but you have no idea until the real game begins.
You don't have... And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the New York Knicks.
I love their game plan. Worked.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The Knicks leading by 13. So for Oklahoma City right now, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at small forward. And here's Brunson outside.
On defense, Dort has great instincts, helping him stay on top of the shooter.
We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low. He can handle the basketball, shoots the three, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Connects again from distance.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. Connects again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Drills the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 45 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Robinson's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Jalen Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Jason Wallace comes in for Dort. And another one falls. Amazing.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. From deep, SGA. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are 2 things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the...
And another one falls.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. Oh, man! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our... Good! Another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And he's tied Curry's mark from 2016, which was the top spot for threes in a game for a short while. It's been that kind of takeover display that we've seen here tonight.
Good, that's another bucket. 71 points and no end in in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So for the Knicks, Miles McBride comes in for Robinson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for OG Anunoby. SGA from outside. Knicks with the rebound. Third quarter of basketball. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's now tied for the fourth most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest. And again for three.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. And good. He hits it again.
Unreal. He's got the fourth most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. Count it.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander connects again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And Klay Thompson viewed as one of the best shooters ever to play this game. Hard to believe that the mark of 14 made threes has been passed here this evening.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Landry Shamet's checked in for Bridges. And it's Clarkson in for Miles McBride. Mitchell is checked in for the Thunder. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. For the Knicks, Anunoby, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams, he's checked in for George. And SGA subbed in for Mitchell.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And got it! Another basket.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961, and Kobe Bryant now in his sights.
Driving, and another one!
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the second most points in an NBA game. What a historic night.
When Kobe did what he did back in 06, I never thought we'd see something like that again. But tonight has been an absolute legend.
And, yep, another basket.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100, this is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
Fires for three. No good. Shot missing. That's tipped. SGA with the steal. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Welcome back, everyone, as we continue on a record-setting night.
And a three-point barrage, the likes of which we've never seen. This man is etching his name in the history books.
Jose Alvarado is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. That's the five for New York right now.
Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 15-point game. Launches it. That one, no